I'm on my way to interview an owner of an interesting car. I'm on my way to Ringwood Hill Climb to interview Russell about his Datsun 180B. Now Ringwood's about an hour and a half up the road, so I'll see you then. No, I'm not performing any U-turns. I'm here talking to Russell about this wonderful old Datsun 180B. Now, how long have you owned this car?
I've had this car for nearly 7 years.
7 years?
Yes.
Now, Datsun's more known for rallying, so why'd you go hill climbing?
I had a rally car in the 1970s, and when I decided to get back into motorsport, I tried to find something that I had had a little bit of knowledge about.
Yep.
And that Datsun 180B came on the market,
yep.
Bought it. I destroyed one,
yep.
and then this is the second one that I've owned.
Right. Now, Datsun 180B, let's run through it. What, is it still 1800?
Nah, this has got a 2 litre out of a Nissan Silvia.
Right.
So an SR20.
So that's a lot later motor.
Yes.
That's fuel injected.
Fuel injected, yeah. Bigger, better gearbox. You know, there's nothing really Datsun 180B about it.
Yeah,
now,
well,
really,
that's pretty well what happens to all
yes.
cars. So
yeah.
The gearbox is what, a 5-speed?
Yes.
Gearbox out of the
yep.
same engine?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the diff, what have you
It's
done?
It's a Subaru diff that's been modified for Subaru rear diffs, and Datsun rear diffs are the same.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so it's been modified to suit that. I've got CV shafts.
I was just going to say the shafts would be.
Yeah, this year I broke 3 drive shafts, so
yep.
I've gone to CV joints supplied by Jamie Waterhouse.
Right.
Yeah, they made a big difference to the car.
So how does the wheel bearing arrangement work on these?
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same?
Exactly the same.
Right, yeah. Because my old Triumph's got Datsun drive shafts in it.
Yeah.
Universal joint stuff.
Yeah.
Because the old Triumph stuff's. Let's not talk about that. All right, now you sort of picked the Datsun because you knew how to work on them, I suppose. Now you're hill climbing here. Do you go to other events?
I do the State Hill Climb Championship, the State Super Sprint Championship. I do club events here, and then I do track days around. And I've taken this to the drags on Wednesday nights, race for real.
Yep.
Yeah, just anything I can
that you
do.
fancy, yeah.
Yeah.
Is there a track somewhere that you have on your bucket list that you want to do?
I've done Bathurst, I've done Phillip Island. They were the 2 big ones that I wanted to do.
Sandown?
Sandown, I would like to, and there are a few in Queensland I'd like to have a go at as well.
Well, Lakeside?
Yes, Lakeside particularly.
Yeah. Well, we've grown up with those tracks.
Yes. Yeah.
So we want to do them rather than the new ones, you know, like the one in South Australia. I've got no interest to go there. It's all nice and new, but you know, I'd go to Sandown or Phillip Island first. Yeah. And Tasmania, there's some in Tasmania.
Yes.
It's too far. Yeah. So what's the future? Are you going to continue to do this sort of motorsport in this car, or?
Oh yeah, I have 2 other competition cars, one for dirt and then another old historic clubman race car.
Right.
But this is the primary car. I do about 25, 30 events in this a year.
Right.
And just keep on trying to make it more reliable. I'm really lucky. I've got a very good mechanic, Adam Walters at John Dale Motors, and I've got a really good suspension guy, Doug Seaton at Drive Industries. They've helped me so much. I'm not a mechanic, so I rely upon them, and they've been so helpful. And they've pointed me in the right direction when I've wanted to go in the wrong direction. So it's just a case of keep on doing it until I stop enjoying it. But I'm hoping to get another 15 years at least
Yeah.
out of it.
So what about the brakes on this? What have you done to that?
Front brakes are Mazda RX-7 brakes,
Yeah.
240k struts with converted to coilovers. It's height adjustable. The rear, very soon I'm going to convert them to rear disc brakes. Jason Wall from Wallfab, he's down in Wagga. He's coming up with a package for me.
Right.
Yeah, so they're going to use R32 Skyline brakes, rear brakes for
Yeah,
the
they
rear
love-
end.
yeah.
Mainly for reliability. It's very
Yeah.
difficult with drum brakes
Yeah.
to know when they are and
Yeah.
aren't working
Yeah, yeah.
in comparison to discs.
Yeah, fair enough. Now, motorsport cars are a funny thing. You don't get attached to the car. You get attached to the adventures you've had with the car. So are you someone like that and you sort of go, oh yeah, you'll have it when you die? Or are you someone that goes, well, someone offered me money, it's gone?
I'm emotionally attached to this car, but mainly because of the people that I've met
Yeah,
through motorsport. In the last 8 years, I've met some wonderful people who've been very kind to me.
yeah,
When I've had problems, people jump in and help.
yeah.
There's just a wonderful community in
Yeah.
motorsport at club level. It's even though I'm one of the slowest in the field,
Yeah.
and particularly in my class, I'm one of the slowest, but people still treat me with respect.
Yeah,
They still
yeah.
offer me help and assistance whenever I need it. So the car has been the gateway to those friendships.
Yeah. So you'll keep it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, when I stop using it, I would not just let it rot away in a
Right,
garage.
right.
It will. Yeah, I would move it on. Yeah.
Mine will sit in the shed is what someone told me was a shed ornament or a trophy to my past.
Yeah.
So it will sit in the shed.
At-
And then
yeah.
who knows what will happen
Yeah.
after I
Yeah.
drop off the perch.
At the moment, I unfortunately own 11 cars. So some will never be cars again, but the majority of them are cars that I'm transitioning either for road use or for competition use.
Yeah, if there's one thing I regret in my lifetime is having too many cars. You know, I think back on it and think, well, I should have just had one competition car, one road car, and I might have been able to budget it better. So yeah, that's another story.
Oh, this is my motorsport is my retirement present to me.
Right, yeah. So are you gonna, I asked you about bucket list tracks, so is that an ambition to sort of go to parts of the country and do some other tracks?
Yeah, I would like to 2 or 3 times a year just head off for a week and go to a track and do an event at a different track.
There's some interesting hill climbs in Victoria that
Yes.
that might be.
And there's a couple up in Queensland too.
Yeah,
I've
I always had a hankering for
There's Noosa.
the one that's MG run, I think.
Yeah, Mount.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, I've always had a hankering to do that
Yeah.
one. Actually, later in November this year, there's a
the Australian Hill
Festival of Motorsport,
at Grafton.
Coffs Harbour area.
Oh yeah.
And there's a hill climb at Kempsey,
Yeah.
a Wednesday hill climb at Raleigh Raceway, and then a hill climb at Grafton.
Yes.
So you'd be away for a week, so it's expensive. But,
Yeah.
I sort of tempted.
When I go away, I generally sleep in the back of my ute,
Oh, okay, yeah.
and I save on accommodation costs unless the weather's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because Grafton Hill Climb's been, like this one, has been expanded and made better
Yes.
sort of thing. So I hankered, I've done it in the past, but not as a proper, as an expansion sort of thing. Kempsey, well, I've done that too, but anyway, another story. Well, thanks for this chat about your wonderful old Datsun.
Thank you very much for talking to me.
I'm Quack McMullard. Bye for now.